I'm gonna cover this because I'm still in a lot of fucking pain, right? I can't walk. I cannot walk today. Um, I already did what I could for the campaign today, which was basically check in our walker and um, coordinate with Juan and hand over like what was in my trunk. But I'm in massive amounts of pain, and so I'm gonna take some like high level ibuprofen and try and pass out and just. But this came up in my feed, so I'm not passed out yet. So, um, but I'm soon it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen because everything. You know what? It's to the point where the pain in my joints actually itches too. Like it's there. It's actually to the point where it fucking itches too because it's like healing, I guess. And that's what happens when you have like shit that's healing. It like starts itching too. Everything fucking hurts, you guys. All right, okay. But I did see this, and I'm super curious about it because I don't even know what bread tube is, and like everybody keeps bringing it up. Everybody keeps bringing this up now. I don't know what bread tube is. Okay. By the way, I have some comments on Sam Cedars' new look.
Basically like a PowerPoint thing that he narrates. Do you have it, Bradley?
What is up, dude? What is up with all... What's up with all the facial hair, dude? What's up with all the facial hair, man? You know what? It's better. I'll give you this, Sam. It looks better than the neckbeard shit that's going on with Leo DiCaprio right now. All right, let's go.
Put up anything. It doesn't matter. I just want to show the quality of this. It's good. I saw this video. I watched the whole thing.
Right. Okay. So he's talking
about bags and hats and shirt.
Hold up. He's talking about this guy Sean, right? Who apparently really rattled Jimmy Dore. The funny thing is, like, okay, so when Jimmy Dore did his video talking about how like the CIA is coming after him because Sean did this video, I couldn't even remember who the fuck he was talking about because like he's done so much recently. As long as he's been out there, he's always been doing this kind of crap where he's just like a contrarian, reactionary, who's pushing conspiracy theories and like just trying to get an audience by challenging any realistic thought, right? So this guy Sean, who I'd never heard of before, did a really good analysis of how Jimmy Dore was bastardizing information and just twisting things. He was spinning it, twisting it, so that he could peddle his bullshit. And this guy Sean, I had never heard of this guy Sean before, but the thing is, I think the reason he's trying to say it's like the CIA is because it started getting pushed out by like all of the actual podcasters and YouTubers who do a fairly decent job of covering progressive politics. So like I think I heard about it for the first time through David Dole, right? With the Rational National. And then I think Andrea covered it too, right? Michael might have covered it too. I can't remember how many people covered it, but a lot of people covered it because it was so good. It was so good.
And so on. Now, you might say, hold up there a second, Sean. Maybe this is an unfair criticism. Maybe this has nothing to do with money or chasing views.
Sean reminds me a lot of Peter Hadfield, the dude from Australia, the climate scientist from Australia, who he's got the same sort of monotonous British, well, in his case it's Australian, right? But he has that accent going on, and it's very monotonous, but it's like so dry. It's like such dry humor. It's so good. So good.
Maybe this is just a coincidence. Maybe Jimmy Dore just genuinely believes in the anti-vaccine arguments he feels compelled to share with the world. Maybe he's just not heard good counter-arguments yet. And I will admit that this is a possibility. slight
And they're all vaccinated. They're all fucking vaccinated, yet they're out there like trying to convince people to fucking kill themselves. It's so crazy.
possibility. So, let's take a look at some of these arguments then. The first video I want to look at is titled Outbreak.
Oh yeah, your accent is so rad. I fucking love it. You totally remind me of Peter Hadfield. For real. That dude, by the way, like, he has communicated with me, and I fangirled so hard when he was communicating with me. I love that guy so much. He's actually a conservative. It took me like a decade to figure out that dude was like an actual conservative Australian. But he's like he's like a moderate. Like, he's kind of in the middle.
So he's just going through different Jimmy Dore videos. And Jimmy Dore, in response to this video that was put out there, it's about an hour.
Sam, you gotta shave. I can't. You gotta shave, dude. I can't with your face right now. Come on.
Hour-long video, got about 620,000 views. Jimmy Dore responded by firing his producer, who had changed the...
Who the hell was the producer? It was the producer. Who was this mysterious producer? Who the hell got fired over this? There's no fucking producer. His producer's his wife.
Like, rewritten an article that Jimmy Dore was citing to prove his sort of vaccine questioning stance. Now, Jimmy didn't respond
He's
to
doing his job, as far as I can tell.
Exactly. And Jimmy Dore didn't address the other issues in the video, but it was all basically showing that Dore either never reads anything or, is disingenuous.
He doesn't read anything. He doesn't read anything, dude. The only thing he reads is the teleprompter. Let's go.
I mean, all stuff that I think, no one's really refuted as far as I can see.
Oh, wow.
But this really takes the cake. Jimmy Dore had Max Blumenthal on, who is from the Gray Zone.
Yeah, I covered this.
And this is where, like, we're entering into the Alex Jones territory.
Dude, these people do watch me, right? They are watching me, right? They're literally repeating my commentary at this point. That's so fucking crazy. Oh my god. I totally made this comparison. I can't even. I love it so much. You guys are watching me. I'm so flattered.
It's one thing to say, I don't know, I guess to attack Sean's video because it was too specific or too narrow, or that it was the producer's fault, but that's not what they did. This is just full-on bizarre.
So great. Oh, I hate that. Come on. Of course he monetized it.
And then you have Sean, who made a video about you, attacking you.
Is that who
I actually didn't know he was a
Is that Max Blumenthal? Is that who? I thought it was a different dude. I thought that was the Graham Elwood or whatever. I don't know, because I don't watch any of them. They're assholes, right? Like, I don't watch these people, but they do come to my attention because it's so funny.
Affiliated with Bread too, but he's considered part of their constellation. And the video attacking you, which relies heavily.
I guess I didn't see this whole video. They're talking about BreadTube. Matt, what is BreadTube?
Yeah, what is it?
I'm actually Googling BreadTube now. I mean, I know basically what it is. It's a bunch of people who are leftists that do videos, I guess, like Sean, that are leftists on YouTube. As far as I know, like the surfs are BreadTube, I'm pretty sure. Like that.
Call themselves BreadTube, or did somebody else refer to them as BreadTube?
I think they sort of call themselves BreadTube. They have their own Wikipedia, I guess now, but yeah. So they're sort of like it's a loose affiliate.
Does that mean something though? What is it? I don't even know what this is. He's calling it a CIA operation, and most of us have never fucking heard of this shit before. Like, what is it? Okay.
Of sort of left-wingers on making videos on YouTube.
Okay. And somebody just IM'd said, Risk Imagination said, don't let Sean go under-recognized for how much of the source materials he combs through. While his end production is minimal lift, he reads articles referenced in his subject matter, and more impressively, he watched hundreds of hours of Dore's show. No easy task. Without a doubt, that's the thing. That video he did
I can't even. Oh yeah, Sean, we got to give you kudos because who the hell wants to do that? Who the hell wants to spend that much time watching his bullshit? You know, there's only one other YouTuber out there who I know does this kind of crap, and I'm not going to drop your name, but you know who I'm talking about.
Was the production value was just sort of like, okay, you know, it was competent. But what's really amazing about that video is that he goes deep, deep, deep into some of that stuff, particularly in terms of like the vaccine efficacy and how it evolved. I mean,
You know what though? I've been around the block enough times now in politics that I realize that this is how they fucking do it. Every goddamn time. They are literally just making up bullshit. This is like, I think we all have known kids like growing up that just fucking made up fantasies, right? Like this is like played pretend the whole goddamn time. That is Jimmy Dore. Jimmy Dore just fucking makes stuff up. It's so wild. It's so wild to see like a grown ass adult do this bullshit. But we've seen so many of them do it because this is the shit he does. This is the shit the Combo Couch does. This is the shit Lawrence Steiner does. They all just fucking make shit up, and it's so wild to watch. It's like watching those pathological liars that you knew as kids that were just like constantly playing pretend. It's so bizarre.
stuff like you learn some science, and it's all a reference, but it really is about Jimmy Dore's presentation. That's what it was. So here is Max Blumenthal talking about the bread tube, which I guess Sean is loosely affiliated with. I'm not sure what that means, but I mean, are we technically loosely?
I didn't know Max Blumenthal was a ginger. I'm just being real. I didn't know. I thought this was Graham Elwood. I didn't know because, like, I don't pay attention to these people.
Affiliated with BreadTube?
Well, BreadTube comes from like a Peter Kropotkin thing, and I'm more of on the communist than the anarchist side of things. So I wouldn't say BreadTube personally, but I guess probably right. It's a big. I mean,
hold up though. You got to alter the title of this video because he does not seriously believe this shit. He does not. He's making this shit up. He doesn't seriously believe the CIA is funding BreadTube to attack him. That's fucking false. This is him literally doing clickbait. He doesn't believe this shit. Let's be real. He does not believe this shit. He makes this shit up.
The way Max talks about it, we definitely are part of it.
Okay, do we get any type of like, do we get a card or something like that, or?
Well, we get a CIA paycheck, I think, is what we're going to find out.
All right, well, let's check it out.
Check from source.
Unofficial sources. You know, the FDA says that. The World Health Organization says that.
He relies on official sources like the FDA says this but really what he's doing is just sort of showing that, well, Jimmy Dore rewrote an article from, what was it, like, I don't know, Fortune magazine or somewhere, I can't remember.
Yeah, I just fucking rewrote it.
About you, attacking you, who I actually didn't know he was affiliated with BreadTube, but he's considered part of their constellation. And the video attacking you, which...
Why does that even fucking matter? Like, nobody even knows what BreadTube is. Like, I first heard of BreadTube within the last couple of weeks. Like, I have never fucking heard of this before. Like, I mean... Okay, the CIA. All right, let's go.
Relies heavily on official sources. You know, the FDA says that. The World Health Organization says that.
Wow.
It looks a lot like this countering pseudoscience material.
Oh.
And it was very strategically placed.
Countering pseudoscience. Oh, wow. Okay. Countering pseudoscience. You guys are acting like that's a bad thing, right? Countering pseudoscience is such a bad thing. No, you guys are literally, you guys should be shut down. I mean, seriously, like YouTube, Twitter, all of these places, you should be shutting these people down. Like, why are they still up? Why are they still up?
It was algorithmically boosted on YouTube.
Oh, it was definitely algorithmically boosted on YouTube. No fucking doubt about that. That there was.
I covered this too. I covered this. This is so fucking stupid. He's like, I make my living on YouTube, and I don't know how search engine optimization works. I don't know how to, like, pay YouTube a little bit more, like give them, I think when you monetize, right? Like, so you monetize your video, then YouTube gets some money out of that, and you get some money out of that too, right? So that's the theory behind like monetizing your videos. You're gonna make a little bit of money, and they're gonna make some money. So if they know that a video is gonna have some high demand because they're covering how stupid Jimmy Dore is, and Jimmy Dore has a large audience. He does. He has a large ass audience. So when he does stupid things, there's a lot of interest in it. But oh no, the CIA boosted the algorithms. Okay, Jimmy.
Given the favored treatment on YouTube, the CIA and intelligence beholden to Google and YouTube, they're in bed with the fucking intelligence community. Of course they are. Google, Alphabet.
Pause it.
God,
So what are you gonna have?
They literally all like use the terms that I use. They do. They fucking are watching me. You guys fucking use the terms I use. Okay, I gotta skip through another ad. Sam, damn, you fucking monetize this, so I gotta skip through ads.
That stock you and your internet friends told me to buy just fell 20%, Brian.
Oh, you guys are
Okay, so my Hammers are writing, BreadTube is more of a signifier used by audiences less than channels themselves. You could be argued to associate with BreadTube, but there's no official BreadTube, and nobody on the left calls it. If we did, it's all tongue in cheek. It comes from a subreddit page that collected left-wing YouTube video essays, but people don't really call themselves.
Hold up. Okay. I'm starting to see the connections here. Okay. So, one of the trolls who I'm really on the fence about right now, as to whether or not he's in bed with these people or not. They're using my fucking expressions, you guys. This is so wild. One of their trolls who follows me pretty closely and likes to take my singing advice recently dropped that there was an article out with God, I'm trying to think of what exactly it was. Dropped that there was an article out with Reddit's. God damn, they're so loud in my neighborhood, you guys. He's literally fucking just like doing circles right under my balcony. They do this shit on purpose, you guys. That's so crazy that they do this. Okay. So, one of the trolls recently, he's fucking just doing circles. Oh my god. Okay, so, so one of the trolls recently dropped that there was an article about trends, Reddit trends, right, where they were talking about, I don't use Reddit, but there was an article out about like where the most hits are coming from for Reddit, and one of them was like a military base in Florida, right? So he's been covering this recently about how like there's a military base in Florida. They do this shit to distract me, you guys. They do this shit on purpose because they know when I'm live streaming. They fucking do this shit on purpose to try and distract me. Okay. So there was an article out. I don't know what the name of the base was. You know what it is. You literally watch me all the time. Okay, so there was so yes. Okay. So there's an Air Force base in Florida, apparently, that has like the highest Reddit hits. And so he is speculating that that's an intelligence operation. That there's an intelligence operation like pushing shit out on Reddit. And so Jimmy Dore is now jumping on this bullshit and saying BreadTube, which I guess, based on what Sam is just telling us right here, came out of Reddit. So therefore, the CIA must be behind debunking Jimmy Dore, because they're all connecting this shit together. It's so weird. Like, Ah, that's so bizarre. That's so fucking bizarre. They're trying to make it out like the CIA is coming after Jimmy Dore. That's so fucking stupid. That dude is such a failed actor. You know, these people, they're correct. I predict, okay, here's my prediction for 2022. Now that we're here. Now that we're here in 2022. I think we're going to see a lot of these people go away because they've jumped the shark. I mean, they jumped the shark years ago, but they really have jumped the shark.
Bread tube. Okay, so and the bread in bread tube refers to
Sounds like a CIA sort of misinformation. IMs are coming in here. I think BreadTube is actually a lot more structured than this.
You could be right. They're probably the CIA is probably watching because they use us as a vessel to talk about what the FDA said.
Wow. Okay.
Apparently, it's the conquest of bread. Omicron says. Well, anyways, but so it was algorithmically. What did they say? Enhanced.
Yeah.
Can you go to Sean's page and see how much algorithmic enhancement they gave it? Sometimes you can order those late night TV. You can order some algorithmic enhancement. I think, right? Male algorithmic enhancement.
It's totally algorithmically enhanced.
Let's see. You know what? I think it might have been. Zoom in a little bit on that because. Well, no. Wait a second. His popular ones got like one. Go down. Go down a little bit. Let's see.
The bell curve one is classic. The PragerU lies. Sean puts out bangers all the time.
It's weird that they decided. Well, they're obviously just going after people like Sargon of Akkad.
Yeah, but he does this bullshit all the time. Like, this is how Jimmy Dore rolls, right? Like, this is how he fucking rolls. How does he have an audience, you guys? How does he have an audience? I can't even.
The CIA definitely wants to take that dude out.
Oh, yeah, the CIA definitely wants to go after work of Charles Murray, who I think was a CIA asset back in the day.
Of course. Scroll down a little bit. So, it appears. Keep going out. Now go. No, don't go. Just go to videos. Go back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. All right. So Jimmy Dore's got 620,000. And the response to BBC transphobia got 453,000. The first part, hijacking the dead, Terry Pratchett, Hiroshima. Dropping the bomb, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The CIA wanted to juice that. That got 1.3, well, twice as many views as the Jimmy Dore one, because of course the CIA
Right.
wants to promote the idea
Yep.
that it wasn't necessary to drop a bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Of course.
Top CIA priority.
YouTube also wants to promote this dramatically.
Oh my
Dramatically. Of course. All right, let's get back to this and see how the CIA is juicing Sean's numbers.
Okay, I probably don't even have enough space on my phone to like cover the whole thing. I'll drop you the link. I'll drop you the link. This is so hilarious. Oh God. And by the way, I'm absolutely taking notice that you guys are getting like actual, you're saying my catchphrases and shit. It's so weird. So weird. Okay. Wow. Okay, Sam, you gotta shave. That's not a good look for you.